Man, listen, before we even start this video, I got a few things to say. The first one, y'all most definitely recognize that this is a different setting. This is a place that y'all haven't seen me in before. Well, I'm in my girlfriend's apartment. I got work to do today. She just left for work. I'm waiting. I'm recording this video before her roommate get back. It's a nice 9:16 a.m. right now as I'm recording this, bro. I haven't showered yet. I brushed my teeth. I pooped. Took her dogs out. As you can probably hear, this one dog over here breathing like a big woman that has asthma after walking up one flight of steps. And I know some of y'all just got mad because I described your mama, but don't get mad at me. Okay, I'm describing the dog, and listen, sometimes my mama be sounding like that too. So we can't, you know what I'm saying? We can't control our loved one. She can't control her dog. So don't be up in my comments, well, I can't hear you, the dog in the back. Bro, what you want me to do, kill her dog? You want me to put him in the closet, leave him in there? What you want me to do? Okay, I'm trying to help her out. Anyways, so I know y'all are looking at what I'm looking at, and y'all are looking at the NBA standings. And the purpose of this video, all 30 teams played last night. So I watched some hoops last night, right? Not as much as I would like to have, not as much as I should have. I had a busy day, even though yesterday was my day off from work. I had a super busy day, so I didn't get as much hoops in as I wanted to. But, boy, let me tell you, and there's no hoops on tonight, which is really depressing because it's like, what I don't get, why would you put the 15-game slate the same night as Monday Night Football and then have the Tuesday off when there's no other sport to compete with? The World Series is over. No one gives a damn about hockey. Pierre, can you get some water? Thank you. The World Series is over. No one gives a damn about hockey for real, for real. So, like, I'm just confused. Why wouldn't you put the 15-game slate on the Tuesday night when you don't have any other sports to compete with? Like, bro, nobody's about to tune in to watch the Nuggets and the Raptors right after the damn right after they just finished the Chiefs, a team that people already hate. You go out there with Mahomes putting up 300-something yards, 3 touchdowns, and Kelsey putting up 100 yards. DeAndre Hopkins putting up 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. You got Kareem Hunt putting up 100 yards and 2 touchdowns damn near. Like, you just watched the best team in football play. One of the best teams in football play, the only undefeated team in football play, one of the best players of all time in football play, and you think they're going to tune in to watch Nuggets versus Raptors, which ended up being a good, close game, which is ironic because the Raptors are one of the worst teams in the league. They're 2-6, and that they've been close with with the Nuggets in 2 games so far, one of them going to OT. But anyways, the purpose of this video is for me to analyze these NBA standings because, bro, they don't look anything like I would have expected them to look like anything at all. Let me drink some out of my girl Stanley that I got for her. Hold on. Hey, say what y'all want about them Stanleys and all that. The water out of them tastes better. Now, I don't own one, but, like, if you have a girl, don't you be embarrassed to drink out that hoe. The water tastes better. Anyways, first of all, let's just start things off. The Cavs are 8-0. Now, at the beginning of the season, well, it's still the beginning of the season, but I mean earlier in this win streak, what I would have said to the Cavs, bro, y'all didn't play nobody. Like, one of the worst teams in the league, one of the worst teams in the league, one of the worst teams in the league, a decent team, a team that we thought would be a lot better, a team that right now looks like the worst team in the league, but a team that we all thought would be a lot better. Like, their schedule hasn't been the toughest, right? They haven't played the Celtics. They haven't played, well, honestly, out east right now, the other teams that we thought would be good are terrible, like the 76ers and the Bucks. So, like, their schedule hasn't been, like, their schedule's gotten tougher since this Wizards game. Like, these are still tough games. I don't care how bad the Bucks are. They still have 2 of the best players at their position in ball. That's why it was a close game both times. But, like, respect, you know what I'm saying? That's also a divisional game, so that's not ever something you take lightly, right? So their schedule's gotten tougher. But you can't come in here telling me you were expecting the Cleveland Cavaliers to be 8-0 in the 1 seed, the only undefeated, or the one of 2 undefeated teams left in basketball. The Celtics being 7-1, 100% fine with it. If you told me the Celtics were going to be the 2 seed, just 1 game behind the 1st seed after the first, a little like 10 days over, like 10-ish days of basketball, 10, 14 days of basketball, I'm not mad at you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not one of those things that's surprising. This, you know what I'm saying? A little bit surprising, but nothing crazy because we still think the Celtics are the best team in ball. The Brooklyn Nets are the 3 seed sitting at 4-4. And they just beat, who did they just beat? They just beat somebody, and Cam Thomas didn't even have a good game. So you can't even, they just beat the Grizzlies. Now, granted, the Grizzlies are one of the most injured teams in basketball. Their injury luck is probably the worst in the sport. It's terrible. Like, they were missing Desmond Bane. They're missing Gigi Jackson. Like, they're missing a bunch of guys, right? They're missing Marcus Smart, I believe. Like, But they come out here and they lose. Zach Edey, by the way, phenomenal. 25 and 12, missing one shot from the field, bro. Like, disgusting. John Morant does what he needs. Well, actually, John Morant didn't really have a great game. So John Morant didn't really do what he needed to do in this game. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. You're not going to hate. You would like him to be more efficient. You would like him to do some things. But he also had 9 assists to only 3 turnovers. Like, it's not like a terrible game, right? And then you come out here and you lose to guess who? Cam Johnson and Dennis Scrotum. It wasn't Cam Thomas that put you down, because Cam Thomas hit 6 shots, 0 3-pointers. On 17 shots, he put up 13 points. He didn't have a good game. By Cam Thomas's own standards, he did not have a good game. Dennis fumbled the bag Scrotum, comes out here and drops 20 and 6 on you. Cam Johnson comes out here and drops 20 on you, missing only 3 shots and 1 3. Dennis Schroeder missed 5 threes, but y'all let him get to the line. Now he's their second leading. He's tied for their leading scorer. You let DFS hit 5 threes, only missed 4 shots from the field. Nick Claxton didn't even do much. Didn't do a damn thing, in fact. And y'all came out here and lost? Bro, the Brooklyn Nets are 4-4. You cannot tell me you thought the Brooklyn Nets were going to be fucking 4-4 this deep into the season, bro. They lose their first games. They beat the Bucks, who we're going to talk about in a second. They lose to the Nuggets. All right, and then they beat the Grizzlies and the Bulls, and then the Grizzlies again after losing to the Pistons, who have now caught up. Because there was about to be a Pistons video with a lot of Pistons hate. But they've gotten things up. I think they're like 3-3 now after starting out like 0-3. So they're getting better. Or maybe they're like 3-4 after starting 0-3. It's something like that though. They've gotten better. But somehow the Brooklyn Nets are a 500 team and are the 3 seed like 2 weeks into basketball. The New York Knicks are the 4 seed, which isn't like terrible, but they're 3-3 2 weeks into basketball. Now the opening night they played the best team in ball in my opinion. The Boston Celtics. Okay, cool. You beat the Pacers, who were at this time really bad and now are still not great. You lose to the Cavs. Okay, they're still an undefeated team. I'm not mad at you for this. Then you beat these 2 teams who you should beat, and then you go out here and lose to the Rockets. Jalen Brunson shoots 24 times, gets 29 points. If you exclude his free throws, he had less points than field goal attempts, because 9 is a considerable amount of free throws. Karl-Anthony Towns goes up there and gets 19 rebounds. Now, granted, he had 17 points on 17 shots. He was a minus 26 from the field. Alperen Sengun tore him up, 25 and 14 for Alperen Sengun with 4 blocks. Alperen Sengun tore Karl-Anthony Towns up, and that is not what you need when you have a $50 million center playing on your team. But Cat did get 19 rebounds for you. He was the only person on the team really getting boards. Him and OG were, you know what I'm saying, the only ones really getting some boards. Jalen Brunson, ass. Josh Hart, you're not really asking him to do much. Like, this is a good Josh Hart game. You would expect him to have more rebounds, but scoring-wise, this is a good Josh Hart game. Mikal Bridges, what in the fuck are you doing? 15 points, 4 turnovers, 0 assists. 0 assists and 4 turnovers is nasty work, Mikal Bridges. Nasty work. You got Jalen Green out here putting up his usual 30% from the field. You got Fred VanVleet out here, people on Twitter talking about, posting pictures of him with his family talking about, this is the man you're hating on. Bro, when it gets to that point, we know he's been playing like ass. Then you let him come out here, Jalen Brunson. You let him drop 8, you let him go 8 of 14, only hitting 1 3, but then putting up 19 points. And he only shot 2 free throws. I'm like, you're 9. So don't say nothing about free throws, Jalen Brunson. Y'all got all those, we got all the perimeter defenders, all the wing defenders, blah, blah, bloop, 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 and then your center goes up there and gets cooked. You let Dylan Brooks shoot efficiently. You let damn near everybody on their team shoot efficiently. Amin Thompson went out there, shot efficiently. Tari Eason went out there and didn't shoot efficiently, but I mean, he didn't shoot booty butt. Steven Adams, hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Steven Adams ain't there to score. And then you let Reed Shepherd, the rookie, go out there and again, not shoot efficiently, but it wasn't nothing. He's a rookie. Got to be nice. Like, come on, bro. This is the best you could do. You scored 19 points in the third quarter. You let them come out at halftime, and they had 61 on you. You let them outscore you in every single quarter besides one where you tied with them. This ain't the New York Knicks that I was hearing about all offseason. This ain't the New York Knicks that traded 5 first-round picks. You didn't trade 5 first-round picks to get 14 points from my nigga Mikal Bridges. I promise you didn't. Or what was it, 17 points on 17 shots? You did not trade 5 first-round picks for that. And then we keep going down these standings. The Miami Heat are 3-3. Okay, that's not anything crazy. The Bulls are the 6th seed, but they're 3-4. So the storyline really isn't the Bulls being the 6th seed. It's the Pacers being 7. It's the Magic being 8, and we have to give the Magic some grace. Paolo Banchero's been out for like 3-4 games. Okay, the last time we saw Paolo Banchero, he was dropping 50 on the Pacers. So you got to give some credit. You got to give some leeway to the Magic. They've dealt with injuries. And it's not like people that are always injured to where we're just getting annoyed with it. No. Paolo's was doing great things. He got hurt. That's not their fault. And he's not an injury-prone player, so he's not about to get the hate that some of these other guys are who haven't played yet. Atlanta Hawks 3-5. That's not anything crazy. They're the 9 seed. That's not anything crazy. You know what I'm saying? I predicted them to be a late play-in team. That's not anything crazy. Then we got the Pistons at 10. The reason I paused a little bit was because I was trying to decide if I wanted to say anything about the Pistons, really. I kind of had them being somewhere between the 10 and the 12 seed, and them being 3-5 isn't anything impressive. Like, did they start off 0-3? Yes. But this isn't anything crazy. The bigger storyline isn't the Pistons being at 10. It's not the Bulls being at 6. It's not any of this stuff right here. The storyline is these teams down here are so ass that you've got the 3 and 4 Bulls not even being a play-in team, but being a playoff team if the playoffs started today. You would have only 2 teams in the Eastern Conference playoffs that are above 500 if the playoffs started today. Meanwhile, in the West, you would have 8. You would have 9. 9 of the 10 teams in the play-in for the Western Conference right now have a positive record. In the Eastern Conference, it's only 2. The 76ers are fucking 1-5. Paul George played last night too. So don't give me none of that, oh, it's just been Tyrese Maxey. You're right, it has just been Tyrese Maxey. But guess what? Paul George played last night. And guess what happens? Tyrese Maxey plays the best game he's played of the season. 32 points on 22 shots. You get Caleb Martin finally doing something other than go out there and stink up the court like the dirty bubble from SpongeBob. And then you got Kyle Lowry putting up a veteran 7 assists and 0 turnovers. And then you go to the box score and you look up Pandemic P, Philadelphia P, Philly P, Podcast P, PG 13%. You shoot 4 of 14 from the field in 32 minutes. You went out there and played for a full lunch period at recess. And you put up 15 points with 6 motherfucking turnovers. Damn, you put up 6 turnovers. You are not a point guard. You are not the primary ball handler. You didn't even play as many minutes as somebody like a Tyrese Maxey or a Caleb Martin. I don't know how you were a +3. That's just because you played so many damn minutes. At some point, y'all had to score more than you didn't when you were, you know what I'm saying? Like, good God, brother. This is what you put up in your debut with Philly, 4 of 14, 1 of 7 from 3. You had 15 points. My nigga, 6 of them came from the free throw line. You really put up 9 points on 14 shots. You hit the same amount of free throws as you had turnovers, and that's not impressive. It's not like you hit 1 for 1 free throw. No, buddy. You hit 6. You had 6 turnovers and 4 assists. You had more turnovers than assists and than rebounds. That's what you do when Tyrese Maxey needs help. Kelly Oubre Jr. goes out there and plays like it ain't no hoes, watching 4 of 10. He made 1 3 in 5 attempts. The only help, really, the only real scoring help that this man Tyrese Maxey had was Gershon Yabusele, who I'm pretty sure wasn't in the league last year, and we just saw him playing at the Olympics for like South Africa or something. This is the best y'all can do, Philly? Y'all have no depth. Y'all gave Jaron McCain 3 minutes, brother. Put him in. And then you go out here and listen. I'm not going to fault you for Kevin Durant putting up 35 on your dome. I'm not. That's Kevin Durant. That is one of the best, if not the best, scorer of all time in NBA history. I'm not mad at you letting his 98-year-old ass put 35 points on you. It's Kevin fucking Durant. It's going to happen sometimes. Yusuf Nurkic, you are one of the assest centers in basketball. One of the asses. But today you get a pass from me. You went out there and put up a 15-15 game. Tyus Jones, you played your role. Would I like you to have more than 4 points? Sure, you're on a minimum contract, though. Even though you deserve to be making more than a minimum, you're on a minimum contract, so whatever. Pierre, can you get some water? Bro, he's a French bulldog, bro. he just can't breathe out of his snout. Like, he's not sick. He's not being abused. He just can't breathe out of his freaking snout. Now he's humping. Yo, just a snot coming out of my nose and he's humping. Anyways, Bradley Beal in this game. You, as the Philadelphia 76ers, listen, Bradley Beal, I'm happy for you. I'm from St. Louis. You from St. Louis. I'm ecstatic that you're out here hooping. So don't make this like a video of me just hating on you. What this is a video of me hating on the 76ers. Because how in God's name do you let Bradley Beal, who was so ass in the playoffs last year that we had the Phoenix Suns being called the worst super team of all time, even though I never thought they were a super team, and you let him go out there and shoot 7 for 10. Devin Booker goes 3 for 18 and doesn't hit a 3 the whole game. 7 of his 13 points were free throws. Guess what? That means this man went out there and hit 3 shots, mid-ranges and layups for 6 points. Take them fucking free throws out of it. This nigga scored 6 points. Buddy, this isn't the Olympics anymore. This isn't your role. You took 18 shots, so you obviously know this isn't the Olympics. You know you need to score. You just asked. Now, luckily for you, Kevin Durant's killing it. The Phoenix Suns are now 6-1. I expected the Phoenix Suns to be good. I'm pretty sure I had them as a playoff team, like a really, really real playoff team. I thought they were going to be like the 4 or the 5 seed. Bro, right now they're 2. They're 6-1 right now. And I know I've been yapping. Okay, we're probably 20 minutes into this video. I'm not even into the Western Conference yet. But why are the Bucks last? Why do the Bucks have the worst record in the league? It's them and the Utah Jazz, and I think Utah got their first win last night, if I'm not mistaken. Utah got its first win against the Bulls. Sad. Last night. And the Bucks are 1-6. I'm not even going to click on the Bucks and talk about them. We've talked about them enough. The fact Doc Rivers still has a job today is mind-boggling to me because you fired Adrian Griffin when he was like 31-14. This nigga's 1-6. Fire his ass before you lose Giannis. In the West, OKC's undefeated. Listen, this isn't anything crazy to me. I thought they were the best team in the West coming into the season. So far, they proved me right. This isn't anything insane. Okay. The Phoenix Suns are 6-1. We just talked about them. The Golden State Warriors are 6-1. Stephen Curry has played in 2.5 or 3.5 games this year. And they're 6-1. Buddy Hield is far and away the most improved player right now. Far and away. Like, it's between him and Chet Holmgren, but to me, it's far and away Buddy Hield. Oh, wait, Steph Curry played last night. See, listen, I told you I didn't watch all these games, and for damn sure wasn't watching the Wizards, okay? Listen, I'm going to be real. I didn't know he was coming. I didn't know. Whoa. I read a text from my boss, and he was talking about our work, and he was talking about, like coming into the office and stuff, and that's why, okay? I didn't just say, yeah. Anyway, Steph Curry put up 24 points on 15 shots. That's a great game. 6 assists. Kevon Looney going out there putting up 10 boards. Okay. The Wizards are one of the worst teams in the league, though. That's not anything crazy. But just know the fact that they didn't lose a game while Steph Curry was out, considering the fact they were down 20 in this one right here, insanity. The Warriors are disgusting. Somehow their depth is so good that they're winning games even when their best player in franchise history is out. The Houston Rockets, a team that I had as the finishing as around the 11 seed this year. Because I want to say I had them out. And I think I had the Pelicans in the play-in, I think is what it was. I had them at the 11 seed, and then the Clippers at the 12 seed. They're the 4 seed right now, 4-3. But it's all of these teams, there's not really they're the 4 seed. They're all the same amount of games behind. Literally, there's nothing separating the 4 seed from the 8 seed right now. From the 9 seed, because these are there's nothing separating the Rockets from the Kings right now. That's how deep the Western Conference is. That's how disgustingly good the Western Conference is. But some teams that are notable to talk about. The Rockets being up here. Okay. The Lakers being up here. Now, I know the Lakers started off 3-0, I want to say. I want to say they started off 3-0. Yeah, they started off 3-0. Listen, they lose to some of the best teams in ball. They lose to the Cavs, who were undefeated. They lose to the Suns, who were 6-1. Okay, that's not a big deal. The loss to the Pistons isn't great. Because Anthony Davis, I thought he put up 38. But Cade Cunningham has a triple-double. Listen, Cade Cunningham's been a dog this year. Cade Cunningham, we all know, is a dog. He's been a dog. He was ranked way too low in the ESPN's top 100 list. Listen, they lost to the Pistons. That's not a great loss. But the Pistons aren't last year's Pistons. Even though they started off 0-3, they're not last year's Pistons. They just had to get some of that last year's Pistons type-ish out of them. The Mavericks started off hot. They've lost, I think, back-to-back games, I want to say. No, they lost 2 of their last 3. They lost to the Pacers, who we saw are ass, and we lost to the Rockets, who are solid. Oh, well, not we. They lost to the Rockets, who were solid. But then they beat up on the Magic. That's not anything impressive because the Magic are hurt. So, you know what I'm saying? They're missing their best player. There's really nothing too notable here that I haven't talked about already besides the Denver Nuggets, who we've already talked about in previous videos, so I'm not going to talk about them here. The Clippers are solid, you know what I'm saying? 3-4, not good, but right around where I thought they would be. And then the Pelicans, they just have so many injuries. Like half of their top 6 rotation guys have literally been out for like half the season so far. I know it's only been 8 games, but like half the season so far. Anyways, I hope the quality in this video wasn't too bad for like the mic and everything, because this dog is still over here breathing like a big woman after she had Burger Kings after going up 3 individual steps. I don't know what's wrong with this dog, bro. He's a French bulldog. It's my girlfriend's dog. Like I said, it's not my dog, okay? It's not my dog. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for watching. No hoops on tonight, sadly. I wish that 15-game slate was tonight. Somebody needs to just explain to me why it wasn't, or why it isn't tonight, why it was yesterday. It's really stupid to me. But yeah, I got a whole bunch of other work to do. It's about 9:30 in the morning now, and I have a whole bunch of stuff to do. So, all right. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for watching.